Well, hello everybody, rainy day. I've blocked a mass amount of people. It's great. I'm going to continue these posts because those who can't accept statistics, the same statistics you've been using for over a year, the same statistics provided by the Justice Center of Constitutional Freedoms, and when the narrative doesn't support your position, you can't use it, but you were using it for a year, you gotta go. I don't like government officials in the political stance, the tyranny of it, and I don't like the anti-vax. You know who you are? You're liars, you're pathetic, you're disgusting, and I am blocking a mass amount of you pathetic losers from my Facebook because I don't want you, I don't need you. You're no good for society. You're no good for sweet fuck all. Seriously. Those who love to lie and go with the crap and keep propagating it. ICU, for people claiming they were in ICU, you were never there. You were never there unless you were with a child and you were the official parent of that child. That's before COVID. I don't even know the situation with COVID, because fortunately for me, I've never had to utilize ICC for one of my children, particularly one child where I have been in ICU directly with that child. ICU, people, is not your doctor's beds. They're not. You're not sitting there with your loved one in ICU. You're not. You're not. They don't let people walk around ICU off the street. Oops, I unplugged somebody's machine. Oops, I blew a breaker. I was using my cell phone. You're not there. So cut the fucking crap. Cut the fucking crap. And sharing, bitch shoot, and all this bullshit. Regular men hospital beds are not ICU. A lot of you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm mad because Albertans have died that shouldn't have died. That's all on Jason Kenney. We see through his health minister under the bus. He was an asshole anyway. No one's really liked him all the way through. Another pathetic soul. But this is constitutionalism. Why we need rules of governance, how to govern, so these things can't happen, or at least government officials are held to account for the actions they take. Now, Jason Kenney did a roll of dice against expert advice. He did that. He did that for a Calgary base, and it's cost him now. We're likely to see NDP win in the next provincial election, not independents. Sorry, not even close. I like to use statistics. John Carpe, Justice Center, use statistics. People are sharing, oh, but in May, the hospitals, well, that's May. This is September 22nd, 2021. After a July 1st, end of restrictions, end of all of it. The only province in Canada that went fully open. I know I enjoyed it too with my girls. I am one of the fortunate ones. Nothing happened to me. I was right through West Edmonton Mall on the rides all day with my girls, all over the bars, everywhere, when my girls enjoyed their time. No masks, no nothing. Fortunately, they didn't get sick. But that's the tale of the tape. Unfortunately, there's a percentage of the population with complications are at that age and they're going to die. And if you're not vaccinated, as stats clearly show, just from Alberta, I don't want to hear Project Veritas and all these other countries. I only care about the people of my country. I purchased the data. I have the data. I went through it with the government. Sorry, anyone else is a fucking liar. I like to have data. John Carpe and the Justice Center liked to have data. They went through it too. I went through all their data for all of you in Canada, at least on Alberta. And John went province by province. But now we have some clear data in the province of Alberta, not data for the rest of the country because they didn't go fully open with unvaccinated rates that were there. This will be used by countries all over the world. Alberta's going to be one of those templates. I'm sorry, people. It's reality now. And if you're a radical nut job that says we don't use statistics, don't trust government statistics. I don't trust politicians. I trust people working for government collecting statistics. I trust that. You have to. You have to. And your country will never have a success rate without vital statistics in economics, health, and all the industries. All the industries. I'm sorry, I would never run a country like a lot of dildos out here, lunatics of fringe movements who are just too ignorant and don't understand. ICU, you do not walk around ICU. That's called a regular admission hospital bed. You can be in, oh, my husband's coming, he's sick, oh, look, he's barely walking in. Hey, we've all seen that. You're in a regular hospital bed waiting the hours to be processed. But if you're hemorrhaging from the head and you're unconscious, bleeding out, or you've been shot full of bullet holes, or you've had a major stroke and you're lying there unconscious and you're rushed in an ambulance, you go to ICU because you're going to die within minutes. That's ICU. I don't know what people are talking about. People on ventilators being artificially respirated because they will die in minutes because they can't breathe are in fucking ICU. You off the street going in for admission are not in ICU. I hope this video reaches people. I hope dildos share this and get off the pot, get off the fucking glass cock, they call it, because I don't know what else it is. Supreme mental illness at this point. People are being flown out of Alberta to Ontario here right now because ICU's always filled. People say, oh no, but ICUs are always filled. Yeah, not with COVID, because if you fill them with COVID on these respirators, all the other normal patients of ICU have nowhere to go or have to go to another area when they only have minutes to live. And I don't give a shit about doctors telling me about Red Deer. I ran candidates in Red Deer in 2019 in Alberta. I ran in a majority cast. Do you know what Red Deer's? They didn't even have for heart surgery. They didn't even have that in Red Deer. Don't tell me what's what and what areas are, people. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And I can tell you, just in diabetes type 1, the families who went through what I had to go through had to leave their rural communities, find a place to stay. The costs are astronomical to deal with, and you don't get your kid back until you pass courses because your kid is now in an immediately dangerous to life and health situation on the hour, every hour for the rest of their life. I know all about it. I went through it. And poor rural Albertans in remote locations who've had to go through that. Many Canadians, many Albertans don't know, but I know all those stats. I got them all very personable to me. And the heartbreak of families without the money. Think about that. Think about that. You people don't know nothing about ICU. I'm sorry. You don't. There are literally, though, hundreds of thousands of families who do, in all kinds of different economic situations, who've had to go through literal hell. I know, I've met lots of those families who are a community, specifically to one particular disease. So we know all about it. And that's just my situation. And you think I'm going to listen to radicals off BitChute and lunatics who've never ever even been through it? And God forbid that ever happens to you. It is my duty to tell the truth, to go with vital statistics, which I always do. And I'm telling you right now, in Alberta, right now, vital statistics are telling you massive problem in the health system in ICU. I don't want to listen to anybody because I've gone through the statistics. Just as John Carpe did, province for province for over a whole year at an expense. Just as I took on an expense. Nobody else is taking that on. They just blab on their video and you all, yeah, tell me what I want to hear. Yeah, I know all about ICU. I was in there, me and my husband, and we were yelling at the nurses, and the nurses, they're going to administer medicine how I tell them. I'm sorry, that's not ICU. That's regular administrative beds waiting to be processed. You can go through emergency. That's not ICU, dildos. I'm sorry. You don't know what ICU is. And I hope you never go through it, people. I hope you never go through it. Because those who've had relatives go through ICU in COVID, and there's a lot of you on that, even in your radical narratives, and I lost a family member, I didn't get to see him. Because they were at the point they went to ICU. You can't go in there. Because you can't have people off the street going through ICU. I know I wouldn't like it. I don't know about any of you. My child lying unconscious and some stranger off the street walking through. Oops, I tripped on a cord. I knocked out a machine. Or, some idiot pressed a button. Well, what the fuck are you doing in there? You know, these people are not even conscious. They're on life support. People wake up or don't, I don't give a shit, but I will be systematically eradicating the lunatics from my Facebook. I've already started, and that's just a few minutes, but I bet you it's going to be in the hundreds by the time I'm done here over this week. And and I got to do proliferation starting time, but it just makes me so angry. People make me so angry. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's right in front of you. It's real. It's credible. It's verifiable. And still, people are going with, I'm going to this other country. What the fuck? And I hate to swear, but when my Albertans are dying, when people are dying who don't need to be dying, I gotta stand up. I love Alberta. That's my home, my entire life. And it's my duty to tell you all the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. I don't give a fuck. Leave my Facebook. The more of you who leave, the better, so I can make room for those with a brain, those who are not in some radical, because I can't support it. At loss of life, I have to stop. I can't entertain anymore. Stats are in, verified. Can't go with stats back in me now, guys. July 1st. All the way through here to August. I have all the stats up to August 26th. And now I'm getting the stats as they're breaking now. I paid for it. Because I care about Canadians, and I always give the truth. Now, if you can't handle the truth, you gotta go. Make room for those who want to learn, who want to grow. Because I can't take lunatics anymore. Especially at the loss of life. You don't want to handle it, you need to go cry in your soup, go ahead, but I won't let you share your vile lies at this stage of time when my Albertans are dying and they don't need to be dying. Thanks, that's my video. I'm just going to keep clearing out the shit. I don't care about friends and followers. I care about the work I'm doing and a Canada that the people should have. Not bullshit. Not bullshit. Can't do anymore.